My name is Idris. Happy to have you once again. It's a Tuesday and we're here to learn more about tourism business. Well, I want to thank everyone that has continued following us on our platform, the YouTube channel. Thank you so much. We are bringing you tips, tutorials, ways, basics, practices on how you can start, run, manage, and grow your tourism business. This is what we do at the Uganda Tourism Consultants. We've got a very interesting topic and would love to dive in with you so that you can have it. We've seen or we've had a number of questions from our audience, and we want to put it to you today so that you can see how clearly you can define a niche market. So today we want to dive in on how to target and selling to a niche market in the tourism business. Do you want to start a tourism business? The first thing that should run in your idea should be, who am I going to sell my products to? And my biggest recommendation would be, probably you think of a niche market. A niche market. And I'll say it again, a niche market. You don't have to sell to everyone. And I always pity clients that come to us and you want to sell to everyone and you want to sell everything. That is not a niche. Business success partly comes from operating a niche market. And we need to define niche market or how to target. And you can have this in various forms. You know, if you're out there and you're starting a tour company, travel company, a hotel business, a car hire and rental service business, no matter what business is, in as far as tourism is concerned, try to concentrate on a particular niche. And we'll also take you through some of the advantages and also look at the mistakes that you sometimes do when you're trying to target a specific niche in that order. We want to define what a niche market is. And these 4 items are going to help you probably be able to set or guide you on what audience in particular you can target. And we're going to use these 4 to define. One would be about the budget. Call it the pricing. You can target high-end or luxury customers, right? For example, you say, I'm going to do safaris, but purely I'll look out for the frugal, for the most VVIP. You can as well target the mid or semi-luxury client, call it the mid-range. You can as well target the low price or budget customers. Probably you're going to deal in camping and let that be your focus, right? That can define probably what your niche is all about. The other person can look at gender. I'm going to look at male customers only. I'm going to look at female customers only. And we've got products that really cater for each, gender. So it is upon you to decide, no, I'm going to do my tourism business, but my target audience in this case, the women, the female, right? So you can use gender. All these are, we are trying to define, help you define a specific niche. And the budget, the gender, the age. You can say, I am going to sell my products to the young. Probably I'm going to sell to the middle age. And you can as well target the elderly. And you must have various reasons as to why. Right? I may give you an example. Probably you're looking at bringing the old clients and you're designing your itineraries probably with soft adventures that can fit their age bracket, 70 plus or 65 plus. Probably you have got short walking safaris or something like that, you know. So you must design specific products based on your audience or target market. And you can use the age. The other thing is the geography, specific region. Now, this is one other thing. I've met so many people when I ask them, have you done research about where you want your clients to come from? Which regions are you targeting? Then someone would probably say UK, probably someone would say America, Australia. Of course, these sound good to your ears, but do you have a foundation? Are you using analytics to justify that this is your niche? And what actually tells you that these are the regions that you must target? Probably you're using analytics, good. But you can as well define a niche using specific regions. So now we've understood how to define a niche market using those 4 cores, right? So perhaps we could also look at the psychographic experiences, values, or interests. And here we want to highlight, when we talk about interests or values or experiences, probably bird watching. We're taking a case study of probably 2 operators. You know, someone, all his itineraries, all his brand is about bird watching. And for your cases, you're bringing birders on board. Probably you're looking at honeymooners. Cycling, tourists that are doing cycling. When you have someone who is going to do, you know, is interested to fly by helicopter or driving, no. Everything is by cycling. If you can specialize or target that niche, we'll look at the advantages, and trust me, probably you're looking at religious tours, and this is your specialty. Your job is probably bringing those people that are looking into exploring religious sites, the faith, everything about religion. Maybe conservations. And you've got specific itineraries. This is how you can grow and sink in your brand super fast. You get it? Volunteering. Apparently we're looking at impactful travel, sustainability, how guests can come in a particular area, probably benefit the local, they benefit the land, the environment, all that stuff. So you can look at that, and you have a niche that you're targeting based on values and interests. And this is where some tour operators are actually missing. And then you end up fighting for a small space when it comes to business. Yet business is available. But the big question is, what is your niche market that you are focusing on? I've always told you, you cannot sell everything, and you cannot sell to everyone. Some of the advantages that we want to look into, if probably you wake up one day and you say, I'm starting my tourism business, but I am only looking at a specific niche, and you pick it out. You face limited competition or no competition, trust me. I'll give you an example. We might have tour operators that are doing safaris on bikes on the motorbikes, the big ones. If they are there, trust me, you can give me your comment in the section below. But if they are there, could be one that has, or two that has perfected in doing safaris on motorbikes. And if you can do that and grow and sink in your brand, trust me, you have no, or you'll have limited competition. The other thing, that you use less marketing resources. Remember, you're targeting a small community of specific values and interests. So you're not going to be compared to someone who is selling gorilla, wildlife, mountain bike, nature walk, horse riding, hiking Karisimbi, hiking whatever. I've seen so many companies, and this is a big mistake. You're selling Congo, you're selling Burundi, Namibia, Botswana, Zimbabwe. But let me tell you, and you cannot sustain a good phone conversation for 5 minutes talking about Namibia. That is wrong. You cannot sustain a conversation with an agent for 10 minutes talking about Congo, talking about Seychelles, talking about Mauritius, talking about South Sudan. Then what are you selling, literally? Right? So, what are we trying to say is, it takes less marketing resources for you if you're targeting a specific niche. Then the other thing is, it saves time. You know, when you're probably selling to a specific niche, it saves you time. Guess if you have a request coming in and someone says, we are interested in mountain hiking, and this is not your specialty, you won't handle. You simply reply to the person, look, unfortunately, this is not our specialty. Please, we are only specializing in honeymooners, you know, newlyweds or something like that. So it saves you time to do productive work, right? Then the other thing we can say is you get a rich product knowledge about what you're selling to the market. Now, product knowledge is very key, and this is something that we've always highlighted in our growth in the tourism businesses. When you have a specific niche, remember we talked about you can target a niche based on geographical region. You see, I am selling safaris to Rwanda, and this is your geographical area. You concentrate on Rwanda, get the best product knowledge about that destination, corner to corner, know everything about. But now look, you're selling Africa all over. You cannot. Now this is another thing that I've had. I say, I always send it to my agent in South Africa, I send it to my agent in Kenya, I send it to my agent in Tanzania. But guess what? That agent probably will take 2 days without responding. So are you going to fail to make a submission of your Rwanda program because the agent has not submitted in time? You see, so those things will affect on you. So whenever you're looking at a niche, trust me, you grow your rich product knowledge, you know, evidently. Of course, more sales. And the ultimate of setting up our tourism business is to ensure we get sales revenue. If you're selling everything to anyone, you see, it's like chasing everyone. You end up appealing to nobody. But when you run a specific niche, you'll end up making more sales revenue. In other words, your professionalism has grown, your expertise, your brand, people have known you for that, and you'll be able to sell. Then lastly, it uplifts your business brand, you know, and this is where people go wrong. Let your company be known for as the world's best gorilla safari company. At least, for you to create a brand, you must specialize or grow your expertise in a particular niche other than hanging on everything. Very quickly, let's look at the mistakes as we're trying to target a niche market. You see, you're looking at a specific niche, but you don't actually take these red flags seriously. One is you may choose a wrong niche. You see, you don't know what exactly is in the market, and then you all of a sudden say you choose a wrong niche, right? You choose a wrong niche. You say, me, I'm going to take, you cannot wake up and say, I'm going to take Muslims to Israel, for example. That's a wrong niche, you see? Probably you're a Catholic or something, and you're saying you're going to set up a company that takes Muslims to Mecca for hijab performance, or, you know, that's a wrong niche. So when you're trying to find out, or before you start your business, make sure you choose the right niche. That's very key. Then secondly, you ignoring market research. Why don't you base your niche choice based on the market results? The market must be viable for that niche that you're targeting. So the moment you ignore market research and you don't carry out any research regarding the market, trust me, you will not succeed in that niche targeting. Then confusing the market by selling everything. We've highlighted this. You find someone's website, you're selling literally South Sudan, Burundi, Congo, everything. The customers will be confused. My question is, where do you have your most expertise? Right? So, the moment you confuse the market by selling everything, that's a mistake in niche marketing. Greed for money by selling to everyone. You see, whoever comes your way, camping, high end, whoever, you know, you're selling literally to everyone. So you end up confusing your, yourself, and as a result of that, you're doing a big mistake. Inconsistency. You're not consistency. Consistency must be exhibited in the brand. What is on your website? What goes on to your social media handles, right? Because apparently growing your online presence is very crucial. So you must be consistent across all your online platforms. And people should know you for that brand. And people should know you for that expertise. So if you're inconsistent, if you look at your social media platforms, you posted this today, the other day you posted something else. Trust me, that inconsistency is one of the biggest mistakes in niche targeting. Of course, brand identity. You fail to identify a clear brand. You see, you're doing this, the next day you're doing something else. Tomorrow you're promoting something high, and the other day you're actually promoting something that is of low brand. So clearly defining what your brand is. Once you fail to do that, then you're doing something wrong in niche marketing. And lastly, we look at flexibility. You must be flexible when it comes to niche targeting. Along the way, things may change in terms of preferences of your customer audience that you're targeting, right? So you must be flexible. Flexibility in business is very key, right? So if you can look at all those as mistakes and be able to put them away, then your niche targeting will be success. So I hope you have learned something when it comes to targeting and selling to a specific niche in as far as tourism business is concerned. I want to thank you so much for keeping it right here and for learning with us. You can check on us. You check our website, check on our social media platforms. We're on Twitter, we're on LinkedIn, and we're on YouTube, right? So, guys, thank you, and I want to wish you a happy week, and I can't wait to see you in our next video. Bye-bye.